Where do you see the future of general English teaching? And will there be an increase or a decrease in the demand for English as a foreign language in the near future? I mean, there was a strong tendency towards general business English in the 90s, and now I have the impression that everything is becoming very, very specialized. So we need to be experts in aviation or in mechanical engineering or whatever. And yeah, where do you see the future of English teaching going?
I mean, Germany is really interesting, and you're in Germany, Lindsay, are you? Yes. I mean, Germany is really interesting because I've seen that too going on in Germany. A lot more technical English going on and a lot more specialization. I think Germany is different to the rest of the world. Regarding sort of how many users there'll be, I mean, I'm not the right person to be asking. It's the David Gradles and the David Crystals who are the sort of savants in that area. What we know is that there are going to be more non-native speakers talking to non-native speaker with English as the common medium. I'm quite interested in that area, and I found Jenny Jenkins' work. It started with pronunciation and Jenny Jenkins' work, and I found that work very interesting because basically she was looking at what it would take to be mutually comprehensible and what sounds and pronunciation features were necessary and what weren't so necessary. And I thought that was pretty valuable information. I thought, and then there's more research going on with the Vienna-Oxford corpus and Barbara Seidelhoff's work, and looking at lexicogrammar issues. So what's standard, non-standard, and what could be changing there. But the stuff that really interests me pertains, I think, more to your question, which is what's going on in the sociolinguistic type area in this. Because when you have two people talking together, they are human beings, and there's a social side to this communication. And I don't think that will ever disappear. And I don't think we've necessarily paid enough attention to it ourselves. And there's been some wonderful research being done by a guy called Alan Firth, for example, where he's taken non-native speakers and looked at how they're talking together and all the things that they need to do to build rapport and keep the relationship going. So I think as human beings, when you look at aspects like technical English that looks very, very specialized, in fact, there's an awful lot of social side to that English as well, a human dimension to it that's going to persist. And I think one of the areas for us that will be of interest in the future will be that human side of communication and the things people do to build rapport and to have a good relationship with whoever it is they're doing business with. I think that could be the general aspect that's going to be important for us for the future.
Thank you.
In Germany, where do you see things going?
Yeah, it's quite a lot towards specialization, certainly, and I think more this globish as well. Yeah, the global communication, the globish. So a shift away from the perfection in the language or from having to master all the grammar or whatever to be able to communicate effectively. On a general English basis, but certainly there seems to be a high demand for teachers of specialized English, whether it's legal English or, as I said earlier, mechanical engineering or whatever.
You just said about this business of globish and a willingness to just get the job done. I think that's quite interesting because in business and technical English, we are dealing with people who definitely are focused on getting things done. And on one level, that means it doesn't matter quite what your grammar is like, or as long as you get your meaning across. I actually think it's a bit more complex than that, though, because in order to get things done, you have to have people behind you. You have to have people on your side. And there's that old expression of, we like to do business with people we like. But it's not just about liking, it's about gaining respect. Because if you haven't got respect, then you can't get people to do what you want. So, yes, they want to get things done, so they want to explain what they need to do. But also, they want to look good while they're doing it. So, and this looking good is actually about often accuracy and not looking stupid when you speak English, so that you can command respect and do a good job. Have made sense?
Okay, thank you, yeah.